Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for being here. It's my 100th video, and to say that it is surreal would be an understatement. If you had told me back in June of 2021, when I first did a fluid acrylic video, that I would do 100 in the next 13 months, I probably would have asked you what brand of crack you were smoking and could I have some? Never expected to really get into making these videos. They're scary, they're time consuming, they're scary, but the more I made, I started to relax a little bit and just remembered, you know, the things that I wanted to see as a new person learning all these techniques. So I've tried to incorporate that in my videos. I think you guys that know me, you know I don't like to be on camera. I don't know why, it's a camera thing. But I've gotten a little more comfortable with that as well. So I only have all of you to thank for this journey. The positive feedback I started getting when I started making videos, it made a huge difference, and I really, really appreciate all the support that I've gotten over the past year for my channel. So thank you for that. I am dedicating this piece and this video to two artists that caught my eye when I started fluid acrylics back in 2020. And when I say they caught my eye, they did a number on me. I watched them religiously, hours and hours. They were just incredible and made it look so easy, which it so wasn't. Hard lesson there. I didn't get frustrated, I didn't get discouraged. What I did was I started listening more. I started reading their description boxes, following their recipes, and you know, little things like watching how the paint drizzles off the stick, things that new people don't necessarily know they need to be watching for. But I started getting it, had a lot of aha moments where things just started clicking. Consistency was one of those major things. But I have these two artists to thank for that. And they are Molly with Molly's Artistry and Kathleen Osmore with Kreations. Molly, I have not had the opportunity to meet yet. Kathleen, I've met several times, and I'm blessed to say that she is my friend. And these ladies, they have no idea how impactful they are and were on me. Their demeanor, their teaching style, their love of the art, it makes a huge difference on a new person that's just starting out. So if you guys are watching, I think Kathleen said she was going to check in. If she wasn't able to make the premiere, she'd check in later. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys to death. So with that said, I'm going to do a giveaway, and I still have this piece that I did a while back, and it's still looking for its forever home. And it's very sad that it's still here with me. So I believe this is an 18 by 24. No, this is 16 by 20, my bad. 16 by 20. It is framed, and the game is the same. Send me a super sticker. Send me a donation through PayPal. My link is in the description. For every increment of $5 that you send me, you get an entry into the drawing for next week. We'll draw, find out who this goes to, and we'll have a lot of fun. So thank you for hanging in to the end of the train today. I really appreciate it. Lance is our usual caboose. I decided to be the caboose today since my video is a little bit longer. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Yeah. Let's go make some art. Happy Sunday, fun day, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this acrylic crazy train ride. And it's the 4th of July weekend. So hopefully you guys have got the day off. Whatever you have planned, I hope you're having a blast. I hope you're staying hydrated, staying cool, and above all, staying safe. So by now we have seen all about interference pigments and colors, watching Frost with Frosty Eye Candy and the Joy of Pouring. We've seen some magic created by Venom Fluid Art, Kreations by Kristey, Shelrock Art, and our very special guest this week, Shannon Baxman with ShanB Art, as well as our favorite usual caboose, Lance Travis with Pouring Together with Lance Travis. So a little bit of history on this piece. It was inspired by a fellow artist of mine that is at the gallery that I display in, and she had done a piece in a lot of blues and orange, and it was really cool. And what it was kind of a wave. Now I will be honest, I have never been interested in doing a wave, never wanted to, until I saw this piece, and it just kind of clicked in my head of how I could do it. So that went even further when I got my hands on this 40-inch round, and I thought it would be perfect to try it. So that is what I'm doing. Now, as I stated in my video at the very beginning, I incorporate some techniques here that are very well known. Molly is extremely good at her Dutch pours and blowouts, and of course Kathleen with Kreations is the queen of swiping. So I'm incorporating both of those techniques in this piece, and that's why I dedicated this piece to them. So I hope you enjoy it. I will be piping in here every now and then to kind of explain what's going on, and just until then, enjoy. just to give you a heads up here, this is the first of a few attempts I made to get the underside of that wave to where I wanted it to be. I had a vision in my head. It was really difficult for me to get that on canvas. So you will see me doing a few different variations. You may see one in one frame and a different one in another. But I finally managed to get there with the end result. So thank you for hanging with me through this. I felt it was important that you see the process. This was a lengthy process. I worked on this thing for about 2 months in my spare time. And I got it down, I think, to about 20-minute video. But if you'll notice, everything is sped up times 10. So that gives you an idea of how much filming it took to do this thing. But I can't wait for you to see the finished results. One thing I will say for wood panels is you can pour numerous times over them and not have your paint crack. As you'll see as we go along, I do several pours on top of my original pour, and this thing just handled it like a champ. If I had tried this on a canvas, it would have been cracked after probably the second pour. So just something to know if you're not sure about how you want to do a piece. You may want to pour over it a couple of times instead of scraping it. There was no way I was going to scrape this thing. But wood panels are really, really cool for this. So keep that in mind if you're thinking of future projects. Now, when it came time to work on this reflection, what I did was I put white down first in staggered strokes. And this was because if you try to put gold or yellow over blue, it's going to look green, because most yellows are transparent or semi-transparent. And it even happened on the yellow that I used that was opaque. So I put down the white first, as you can see, and then started putting the gold and the copper, adding some more white, of course. And I did not get this on film, but it's really important that you know what I did to understand the finished product of the reflection. So obviously it looks terrible right now, and you want a staggered look because water is not uniform. So what I did is I took a paper towel and dipped it in the dark blue. I think it was actually the DecoArt Sapphire. And I dry swiped over that reflection, and it broke it up and gave it the kind of staggering that it needed, and it worked out really well. But I did not realize I didn't have my camera on at that time. So you can see in this shot how that reflection is broken up. Now here I'm doing just some gold and copper along the inside of the wave's edge, because as the water goes over, it should be reflecting the light coming up off the water. And I didn't do it kind of the way I really wanted to, but I think it works. It works enough for me. So that was what I was doing. Now in this shot, I decided, those of you that were watching Frost's video, I think it was last week, it may have been 2 weeks ago. Anyway, he was talking about this amazing iridescent clear paint from Rustoleum. And so I ordered it during his show, and Amazon actually did same-day delivery. So I had it before our train ride was over. It was incredible. But I wanted the inside of the wave here to have kind of a wet, shimmery, kind of blingy, shiny look. And this paint did not disappoint. I could not be happier with it. But that's what I'm doing right now, is applying the first coat of that to give the inside of that wave just a nice wet look. And here she is finished up on the wall. I'm really pleased with it for my first wave. I know there's a lot of things I could have done differently, could have done better, but I'm really pleased with it. Just the amazing colors, the movement of it, the contrast between the sky and the water. I really like it. So it's hanging up on my wall. I'm probably going to take it to the gallery at some point. I will have to readjust my whole wall to get this thing on there. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Thank you for joining us today on the acrylic crazy train ride. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate everything you do for us, your support, your kindness. We love you guys so much. So until next week, have a fabulous rest of your 4th of July, and we will talk soon.